Hi everyone, back again for another reaction video, and this one is for Family Man episode 5. Now, unfortunately I've been sick for the past week or so, hence why I haven't put up another video of this. I haven't even done any recording for the past, I think, week and a half for this. There was a movie I was doing a reaction to as well, and that's Barfi. I've just put that one episode, one part up of that as well. So yeah. Sorry about that, but anyway, I'm back to it now. My voice is still a little bit funny, but and I still got a bit of a cough, but it's nowhere near as bad as what it was. But anyway, let's get into this and see what it's like. The last episode was really good, so I'm keen to see where it goes from that last episode, that's for sure.
क्या किया था मैंने जो
एजान भाई ने सलाम भेजा है। उन्होंने तुम्हारे लिए कुछ बड़ा सा है।
मेरे खिलाफ उनके पास एक सबूत तक नहीं
चांस
था।
क्यों लेना है? इसीलिए तो करीम को आगे करना तेरे से नजर हटाने के लिए ड्रॉप बॉक्स के बारे में जरूर बता देगा। इसलिए किसी को तो दाना बना कर उनके सामने डालना था।
Oh shit, so they were like one step ahead of them. Wow, this is interesting. Oh, this is the other guy. This guy's still alive?
Sir, it's 60.
Make it to 30, please.
Yes, sir.
Call Dr. Patel immediately.
Yes, sir.
And you inform the ATS, please.
Oh, here we go. He ain't dead.
वो कोई अटैक करने वाले हैं।
The only difference is कि आपको ये नहीं पता था कि वो इस तरह का अटैक करने वाले हैं।
नहीं सर।
शर्मा जी की सिर्फ
They assumed, yeah.
मिस्टर श्रीकांत शूट करने का डिसीजन फोर्स 1 का ही था। Is that right?
Oh, making some more lies. I see.
ऑपरेशन इसके दौरान लिया गया हर डिसीजन फिर मेरा ही था।
He wants to take the flak. They gave him a getaway, but he didn't take it. They are awfully close.
2-3 दिन और है तुझे ठीक होने में। एक बार डिस्चार्ज हो गया ना बेटा, तो ऐसे बेड पे पैर पसार के सोने को नहीं मिलेगा।
Yeah, because he ain't getting out, that's for sure. He's just going somewhere else, which is not going to be probably anywhere near as pleasant as where he is right now. Oh, harmonica now, or mouth organ. He should become a music composer, not just for one type of music. Something's stuck.
क्या यार mom, so annoying.
What? What did you say?
She's out of there. This is basically the aftermath of what happened that night. He's jamming with that harmonica. Oh. Uh-oh, he's done.
बीपी बढ़ जाएगा अंकल आपका।
किसी किसको बोला?
Your blood pressure was sore. Oh. Damn.
खेल रहे थे।
Just playing.
ऐसे ही खेल रहे थे। जा जा यहाँ से।
Damn, he slapped the shit out of him.
हाँ हाँ बोले जा रहे हो। मुझसे क्या दुश्मनी है?
कोई दुश्मनी नहीं है बेटे। तुम्हें भी आइसक्रीम चाहिए? तुम भी खा लो।
He's a bit stuck now because, like, if he says no to the son, he might tell the mum. Oh man.
और फर्क ये है कि उन्हें सिर्फ एक बार जीतना होता है और हमें हर एक बार।
Interesting way of looking at it, yeah.
जरूर जहन्नुम में डाले। पता है मैंने क्या बोला? मैंने बोला अब्बू कांड मत।
Dad, go fuck yourself.
क्या?
कल नहीं, मैंने कॉलेज छोड़ दिया है। एक
Huh. She's doing this new job now. What's going on? He's not there.
मूसा
क्या
Oh.
हुआ? दर्द हो
Oh, here we go. I was thinking this was going to happen at some point. Yeah, it's a tricky situation though. That to do that is quite hard because he's going to be like in jail or whatever. Oh, she did go back in though.
मार दिया, कत्ल कर दिया उसका।
Just his mum alive.
सुन, किसी को गलती से भी मत बोलना, वरना मैं जरूर फंस जाऊंगी।
Oh,
अपनी अम्मी को फोन करो, उनको हैप्पी बर्थडे विश करो, जल्दी।
huh.
थैंक यू आऊंगा जल्दी।
It's probably the last time he'll be able to talk to her in ages, so. Someone's gonna walk in. I just feel it. It's gonna happen. Maybe not. They may be lucky.
हो गई हो? मैं श्रीनगर जा रहा है। श्रीनगर।
She ain't got time for jokes right now.
स्कूल जाने का मन नहीं करता।
तुम मत जाओ, बड़े होके ना बाय बन जाना। मैं बाय को बोल दूंगी कि तुम्हें अच्छी तरह से ट्रेनिंग दी।
That's your choice.
घोड़ा हमेशा साथ में रखना। When in doubt, shoot first. तेरा सी
Damn, what kind of place is this?
आँख हो गई है यार सलोनी और इतने सब झमेले में।
I just noticed actually, particularly in this episode, probably it's happened in previous ones too, but I feel like the color schemes changed a little bit. It's not so vibrant looking at times. It's kind of more toned down, and it may be also because of like just what's going on in the show, or maybe it's just a different choice of directing. I just feel like the color scheme is slightly different in this episode, particularly. I've noticed. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but it does seem like it's slightly changed. Isn't that the guy? Holy crap, the chances. Much more rundown looking area, that's for sure. The color scheme's definitely changed. Even the texts of like the locations isn't as bright. Yeah, it might be also the setting that they're in now too that they've done that choice. He's having second thoughts about this.
क्या कर रहे हो तुम?
Ooh.
എനിക്ക് പുള്ളി ഒന്ന് കാണണം.
मुझसे ये
Really?
कपोम
മേരി എനിക്കൊരു കുഴപ്പമുണ്ടാവില്ല. Trust me.
I won't lie, I kind of felt like he took advantage of her there, that's for sure. Just why would he want to see him? Well, I guess we'll find out. Oh, sneaky. Unless he's going to kill the guy. Huh. What's happening here? I think he's going to kill him. Holy crap.
സുഖമരണമായിരിക്കും. ഇത് നിങ്ങൾ
Jeez.
ആ കാഫറുകളോട് ഒറ്റാതിരിക്കാനാണ്. Zulfikar.
So this guy he's just been playing it this whole time, really. Wow.
Allah Hafiz Bhaijan.
He's really just been playing up this whole thing. Is that the end of the episode? Ho 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 ho. Wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Am I guessing right? Like he actually has been still been playing his role as a terrorist, and this was this whole thing he's been doing, this persona, is just to kind of defend himself. It's kind of like a lie. Again, more lies. If that's true, that's insane. Wow, because I was really thinking, wow, this guy's, turning around. He's, holy moly. That's really interesting. I don't know if that's exactly right, but it seems like that's the case. And that's nuts if that is the case, because he really, honestly, I was buying it. Wow. So he kind of probably just took advantage of the nurse so he could get her key card so he could do that. Wow. That's wild, man. Anyway, I'm going to do my list and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm back with my list, and actually this ended up better than what I thought it was going to be. I thought like this episode was decent after I kind of watched it, but then when I did the list, I was like, oh no, there was this still. So yeah, this is still a pretty damn solid episode. So let's get into this. So the first and foremost thing is just the general cinematography. I think the show was still like well shot in this episode. I think it's probably my least favorite episode in regards to just the general look of the show. But I think, yeah, still there was some decent cinematography that I'd like to shed light on. So I gave it a point for that. Number 2 is the acting. I think the performances are still all great all around here. So still really excellent performances. Number 3 is the story. I particularly like this episode, how it's kind of like the aftermath of the last episode, and it really kind of set things in, and I like that. There's still a lot of things hanging in the air, but that was good. And it also set some new things up in regards to that guy regaining consciousness, and then also the other character and what he did. So that was interesting. Moving on to number 4, and that's the characters. I'm really starting to just grow to like a lot of these characters and just kind of how they're interacting. And yeah, so I just wanted to give a general point for that as well. Next thing, number 5, is the humor. There's still some decent humor here and there in this episode, particularly with the son playing all the different instruments. I love that. I think that's hilarious. And how also the dad's like fixing up stuff. It's kind of trying to partly probably distracting himself, but trying to repair the mistakes he's made. But yeah, somewhat humorous in a way as well. And also the interactions between his field guy, the guy that he usually works with, his partner. So yeah, there was still some decent humor here and there in this episode that I liked, and kind of, as I said, kind of balances out the dramatic stuff kind of well. Next thing, number 6, is it's thought-provoking. I particularly like the stuff in this episode, how he wants to still take responsibility for what happened, and the guilt he still feels for it, but then you also kind of get the other side, and you kind of get where they're coming from, the ones that want to the agency that wants to lie. So you kind of get what's going on here, but it's like, it gets you thinking. You're kind of like, oh, what is the right thing to do here? Like, it's a tricky situation, Number 7 is the revelation. I don't know if it's exactly a revelation, but I had to still give this a point. This is kind of thought-provoking as well. It's how the character killed off that other guy in the room, and the other things he said, like calling him infidels, all this. So I'm really like, oh, wow. I think he's actually still a terrorist. Like, he's still got that going on. He's just putting on an act for the most part about his mum and stuff and this and that. I think a lot of that is just an act now. Maybe part of it's true, I don't know, but it's really interesting just how what's happened now. I'm like, ooh, what does that even mean? Does that mean he's just been deceiving them? It really gets me wondering, or maybe it's a half kind of thing, but it's really interesting. So that's why it's kind of thought-provoking as well. But I really like that revelation. If it is a revelation, as I said, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. So I'm intrigued with what's going to happen next with that kind of thing. So that leads me to number 8, the ending. So I like that ending kind of because of that, and just it kind of leaves you hanging on that. And also the main character's in a dangerous location, and things could go wrong there. So it's kind of leaving that kind of hanging as well. So I like that. And then number 9, I'm intrigued to see more. So, and once again, this is one of those episodes where it kind of cuts it short, where you're kind of like, ooh, what's going to happen? And as there's some episodes still, like the last episode, that kind of dragged it out a little bit more. I like how they show you can't really predict where it's going to end, the episodes, and I think that's really cool. I feel like there's a lot of shows you can kind of feel like, okay, it's going to end now, this episode, but it sometimes just catches you off guard, or like the last few seconds you're like, oh, it's going to end, isn't it? Ooh, that was interesting, So I really like how the show is chosen to end the episodes. So I like that. So yeah, 9 things still with this episode, which I was happy about. I was like, oh wow, this actually still turned out to be a pretty damn good episode. I'm just going to scroll through. Yeah, so I actually like this more than episode 3. Same amount from episode 2. So yeah, this episode's still up there. I think it's because of just, it's kind of accumulating things now, this show. There's certain things that the show is consistently staying good at. I would say particular things that it's consistently being good at is acting, story. Now, I would even say somewhat characters, or at least the main character. I feel like characters is a consistent thing that they're good at. The humor is usually quite consistent. The show's usually quite thought-provoking. And yeah, so this episode really shows a certain solidity with these episodes. There's a certain pattern I'm noticing. This show's very good at doing certain aspects quite well. And generally, I give some certain point usually with every episode in regards to like the visuals or cinematography. So yeah, this show's pretty solid in regards to there's not many weak episodes. Like the weakest episode I can see for me was episode 3. There was only 7 things, which still isn't bad. It's just not, as up there. But yeah, there's a very consistent amount of things here that's keeping the show going, which is really good. So this is a really damn solid show, I must say. So that's it for this video. So that's season 1, episode 5 of Family Man. Stay tuned for episode 6. I'm going to try and get the momentum going again with this show. Since I was sick a bit and I just couldn't record for a little while there, I've kind of fallen off a little bit. If I didn't get sick, I imagine I would have gotten this episode out already, probably about a few days ago, I would say. I would have had it out before Barfi, I imagine, and then I would have put out Barfi, because I noticed there was like 2 videos I did prior to Barfi that wasn't Family Man, so I probably would have tried to do an episode of it, but since I was sick, unfortunately, I just didn't want to do it, while I was unwell. So anyway, apologies for that, but I'm feeling a lot better now, so we'll get back into the flow of things, and yeah, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more episodes. Catch you folks in the next one. Bye-bye.